You know it's a furniture restoration project for a beginner when you bring home one dresser and 2 weeks later, it's magically turned into a set. Call it garage logic. This tallboy maple dresser had been sitting in my garage for a couple of weeks untouched. Then one day I stumbled on this nightstand with the exact same curved feet and knew they were meant to be together. I started with my trusty carbide scraper, followed by the sander, and they stripped onto the bare wood pretty easily. My plan? Paint on the lower parts, stain on the top and the top drawer of each, kind of a classy two-tone look. Once I got the main sanding done on top, I pulled out this new stainless steel etching tool. It worked okay-ish, but teaming it with my sanding wedges, then it worked like a charm. I scuff sanded the rest of the pieces and hand sanded all the curved feet and trim. Since I was staining the top drawers, those got the full sand down treatment too. The old hardware had to go, but of course the new knobs didn't match the old holes. So out came the Bondo to patch the drawer fronts and prep the new holes. The nightstand had a cracked top I didn't trust to glue, so I used 2-part hardening Bondo to fill it in. Then I tackled the chipped base of the tallboy with epoxy putty. It's great for edges that need sanding later on. Those seams on the nightstand still had a gap, so I glued them up and clamped them tight. I also fixed a crack on one of the drawer fronts while I was at it. My last step was a final high grit sand on the bare wood and a coat of pre-stained wood conditioner on the tops and the top drawers. After that dried and before I wrapped for the day, I taped off the tops with some parchment paper to prepare for the paint spraying the next day. I kicked things off with spray painting both pieces using my new paint sprayer, and let me tell you, this thing is working really well. I started with a super light coat on both dressers, just enough to build up a base layer. Once that dried, I gave both pieces a light sanding. Then it was back to spraying for coat number 2. Same light touch, and then I sanded again. With each coat, the finish got smoother and more even. I ended up doing 3 light coats in total, sanding in between each to get that buttery soft finish. Since I used a paint with primer built in, I skipped the separate priming step. I painted the pieces with the drawer still in place, so I had to do a bit of detailed touch-up work on the edges. Now, the larger dresser had all its original drawer holes filled in, so before I finished my final coats, I grabbed my plastic jig and carefully measured. 10 new drill holes later, and I was ready to go. After the final coat of paint, I poured in a little polyacrylic into the leftover paint in the gun and gave both dressers 2 solid coats to seal in everything and add durability. Originally, I planned to stain the tops and drawers, but the hickory gel stain just didn't look right on the maple. It came out muddy and uneven. Maple apparently doesn't love taking stain, so I pivoted and decided to paint the top drawers gray like the rest of the piece. For the tops, I mixed up a tan paint wash, about a 1:4 ratio of paint to water, and applied that in 2 coats with sanding in between. It gave the wood a soft weathered tone and let the grain show through, which I really love. I followed that up with 3 coats of polyacrylic on the tops, sanding in between each one. They're now smooth as a baby's bottom. Last up, new hardware. These silver farmhouse pulls pop so nicely against the deep charcoal gray. These 2 pieces may have had different origin stories, but now they're a perfectly matched dresser set. They have the same color, the same stain, the same hardware, and the same curved legs. I'm really pleased how this set turned out, and it's motivated me to keep my eye out for mismatched pairs moving forward. My name is Meg, and I show you practical tips for refinishing and flipping furniture. Be sure to hit the follow button for more.